Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC, we do everything DIY. Today I'm on a service call for quite a few of these mushroom exhaust fans. Let's see what's going on. Thank you to everyone tuning in to Jumperman Tech. So today I have a service call for quite a few of these exhaust fans on this roof. It's a beautiful day in Brooklyn. And let's go ahead and start with the first one. I'm gonna go over a few of them with you guys. Okay, so here's my socket set. I know that these nuts are 7/16, so I grab my 7/16 socket. And this attachment right here is a lifesaver. I really recommend people carry a 3-piece set with this, so it fits on all different sizes for your socket set. So you would put this on here. And now you can attach it to your drill and you save your hands a lot of stress. So we're just gonna start taking these off one by one, and man, this thing is a lifesaver. So as of right now, I don't hear a thing on these things, so nothing's spinning. Let's see what's going on. I know the motor is on top for these, so we're just gonna take off the top cover. Alright, so what do we have here? We just have an on and off switch. It's actually in the off position. One fan motor. And this is a capacitor. A 5 microfarad capacitor. It says 5 UF. That stands for microfarads. Got an ugly sound, and I can see right there. Well, there's the issue right there. So the motor works. Capacitor must be good if it spins. Right there. Broken fan blade. There's nothing here, it's just like a piece of metal here. Let me see. It's probably all broken up in here. Yep. There's your fan blades. Oh man. This thing really just broke apart. Not only that, but this vent is closed. But then again, if this was actually pulling air, when it starts, it probably lifts up this duct. So right off the bat, the first thing that we notice that these all fell apart. So first one, which is number 7, needs a fan blade. So what's important with getting the correct fan blade? First off, I would definitely take down the make, model, and serial number to use as reference. I would definitely take the information off the motor, but really, you're gonna really want the shaft size, okay? The shaft size for the motor, and you want the size of this piece right here. You would definitely want to measure that, and having the correct blade with its pitch is what you would do. So what I would do is probably even just grab this whole piece with me, go to the supply shop and match it up so they could really match up this blade. This motor really doesn't look like it's in good shape. It's extremely rusted, and this capacitor just got some tape on it. I mean, the best thing to do is to check the actual capacitor, see what kind of rating it is. If it's off by, I think it's about 5 to 10%, something like that. Typically, if it's off, then I would replace that and the fan blade here. Let's move on. Okay, so here's the next one. Took off the nuts. Fan blade is intact on this one. Switch is off. I think I hear the motor's buzzing. Nothing's going on. Get my meter. So this one, there's a different actual fan motor in here. This was definitely a replacement. No capacitor on this one. There's only 2 wires coming out, so I guess there is none. So let's put the meter on amps. See if this thing is trying to start. .5 amps, 1.6 and climbing. Nothing's going on here. To me, this is a bad fan motor. Another good technique to check is what's going on here. This doesn't come off, huh? Let's see if that fan blade is stiff. Yeah, look at that. You should be able to like spin it. This is super stiff. The shaft is completely rusted. This right here is a bad fan motor. What I would do is just take this whole piece out, maybe just disconnect the electrical, take it to the shop, match this up. But what's really important, you can get anything that has the same voltage and RPMs, but the main thing is that you just want you want a fan blade. Typically you want to reuse this fan blade, would be the best thing because it's made for this design. You just want to make sure you get the correct shaft size. But look how much space you have here, and you want your height to be reasonable to where it can fit in here, but you could really put anything in here. You don't need to get the exact same thing. This definitely looks like a replacement, as the other one seemed to be maybe original, or maybe this is the original one and that was the replacement. But regardless, we want the correct shaft size and something not too tall so it can still fit in the enclosure, match up the voltage and RPMs. Moving on to the next one. All right. Now this whole thing is back spinning. Let's see what's going on with lucky number 8. Man, these bolts, they are not coming out. This is not good. I mean, this thing's not even screwed in. Let me see something. The shaft has a lot of resistance. If this is getting voltage or not, I'm not sure yet, but 100% this motor needs to be replaced. This shaft, come on. Look, you're supposed to be able to spin it, and it's supposed to at least free spin a little bit. This is definitely not good. A lot of times with the other units, the fan blades, look how close this is here. This should have been adjusted a little better. Should have been pushed in a little more, because this is like living life on the edge right here. And another thing you want to check out, if it has a broken fan blade that I didn't have over there, is you want to see if that shaft is supposed to be like straight, you know, maybe a little bit of play, but not too much play, where when it starts going crazy, starts banging up and everything breaks. Let me see if I could get to anything here. Yeah, I can't get to anything here. When I try to spin this, it must be broken inside and it just back spinning. So what I would do is probably like figure out a way that I would pretty much probably cut this off, and then when I take the cover off, I will just make new holes and just new nut and just fit that over. This motor definitely needs to be replaced. 115 volts. I could use the same information as the other just to get out of here quick, because I have quite a few motors to check. Just make that diagnosis right there. But even if it's getting power or not, that is up to the electrician. Supposedly there was an electrician here, and it does look like it. See, this, everything here is new, so they ran new power to all of these, and a lot of them are just not working. So that's where I come in. So sometimes what you want to do is just try to get underneath it and like put some leverage here. So like put some leverage there, so you kind of hold the bolt straight. You might be able to get it out. All right. So, whew, hopefully we'll do the same for the others. If I could just get one more out, should be all right. Even just get under the nut itself. Yes. Turn the switch on. This thing doesn't hum at all. Wonder if it's getting voltage. I would like to check that quickly. But regardless, it's so stiff, it needs to be replaced. Sometimes, just wiggle it off, man. It stayed on, it doesn't come out. It's back spinning. On, nothing's happening. Okay, let's put our meter to amps. You know, if we got amps, then probably getting voltage, but man, this thing looks terrible. These might be the original motors, who knows? No amps. Not pulling, we're not even drawing anything on this. It just might be completely done. Let's put this to voltage. I mean, they didn't even tape this switch. So one of these should have power. Let's see. Here to ground. There to ground, nothing, huh? No voltage. This motor itself, actually, let's see. Power into here. So this side is neutral, and this is our hot line right here. So it goes through here. So when we click on, voltage should come out of here. Nothing, no grounds, nothing. This thing is dead. This motor could have possibly failed and actually grounded. So what we could do with there is actually check continuity from this wire to the casing of the motor itself to see if it's grounded and the breaker might be off. But here they have their own electrician, and if I'm not getting power here, that's gonna be up to him. But considering how rusty and hard, you know, this blade is, it needs to be replaced. I mean, just look at this thing. It looks like nature already took a bite out of it. It's rusting away. So bad fan motor. So since this has a blade intact, also there's no power here, I don't have to deal with finding the right breaker. What I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna take this with me. Try to get underneath the nut right there and like twist it so it kind of gives it like some leverage. Let's see if this thing comes off. I think I got some out. Hold on. Let's keep this going. Alright, so this just broke off. The good news is that we're free. The way I would fix this is basically I would just drill out a hole here and just put a regular nut and bolt, and that's done. So I'm gonna loosen this up right here, because this plate is just mounted in here. I'm gonna loosen up this one screw right here. There's no voltage here, so ain't nothing to worry about. Disconnect my wires, and I'm pulling this whole thing out. Okay, so we're just loosening up that screw, which holds this BX. And we got this little piece here. Yeah, little ring. So now that should be loose. You know what? Let's keep that length. It's not too long. So that's that. So that's that. Take off the ring. Should be able to just pull this out. It would be good to have like a little pair of channel locks, but I don't feel like going across that roof right now. Right there. Oh, this might have to come out. Maybe not. This is it. You want to match this up. Man, this thing is stiff. I know this motor is bad. It has to be changed regardless. I need this plate for reference. Need the motor for reference. And I'm just gonna get a measurement of the clearance that I have. So I guess from here to here, to see what this distance is, to see how large of a motor I could actually get. And that's it really. So I taped off the hot and neutral line just in case, and we're just gonna close this up, and I'm gonna do one more with you guys. It looks like it's getting a bit cloudy. I can't tell if it's gonna rain or not. It looks nice, but then it looks cloudy and it's starting to get windy and definitely got colder. So I'm gonna do one more with you guys and let's see what's going on. Okay, so here's number 9. It says broken here. Okay. Alright, there's a different motor in here. These seem to be the replacements. They look a little better shape. Ah, broken fan blade. Broken fan blade. Does this motor start though? It's like going in and out. You hear that sound? High pitch to low pitch. Ugh. Man, that don't sound good. Oh, here's the, well, there's the fan blade. Is that hitting anything? I don't think so. Let me hear how this sounds. I don't think anybody wants to hear that. Oh, motor sounds terrible. Let's double check this capacitor too. I'm gonna show you how that's done. All right, so I turned off the power. What you want to do is isolate this capacitor. So You know what, I'm just gonna cut these wires. This is a 1000-volt protected insulation. What you want to do is actually like discharge this capacitor. So like, should be able to discharge it just like also touching these, cutting these two together. That should touch the metals. Alright. One there. One there. Just to be a little safe. Let's just touch the two metals together. It's probably good anyways. All right, so we're gonna put our meter to read microfarads. All right, and all you really do is put one on each end. We should read 5 microfarads. And we have 5.2. This is good. This is good. It's just making that terrible sound. Everything is like super rusted. But you see how this is like free, but it's still not so free. We use some WD-40. Because of that sound, what I would recommend is to replace this motor. Also, we need a new fan blade. As you can see, it's in 1,000 pieces. So that's how you check a capacitor. We don't need to check for power. We know we got it. The motor's spinning, super rusted. And that's pretty much how I go about troubleshooting these things. And I'm gonna call this video, I'm gonna put it to an end. The end of all the misery. I do have quite a few more to check. There's 15 exhausts on this roof and only 2 are working. Something is really strange here. Something doesn't sound right. But if anybody found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you all next time.